Hello, everybody. Welcome to This Day. Today is Thursday, and it is July 8th. We have a couple meetings to tell you about today. We've got the United Landscape Committee meeting, which will be virtual, and that is at 9:30 this morning. And then we have at 1:30 this afternoon, we have the GRF Community Activities Committee. And of course, that will also be virtual, and you can follow along lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Now on our show today, we have a live guest. We have Joan Milliman here for the Golden Rain Foundation update, and she's going to go over some open candidacy opportunities and what you're going to need to be able to do that. And then we have Sunshine Lute with the Fit Brain Club, and she talks about their upcoming Fit Brain meeting that they have on Monday of next week. All right, let's take a look at our local weather. Looking quite nice this week, as it has been for the last several days. So excited that we're actually burning off our fog early in the morning now. And we are heating up to an 84-69. Tomorrow, 85-67. Our weekend is looking really nice, 85-66 and 83-67. And then Monday, we're looking at sunshine, 83-71. Our sunrise this morning was at 5:48, and our sunset will be at 8:04. And thank you, J.R. Davis, for sending in this adorable photo of a cute little puppy watching the 4th of July parade this past weekend. Adorable. And if you have a fun picture that you would like to share with our community, please email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. And as I mentioned before, we are looking for destinations, if someplace that you may like to visit, or someplace that you have visited, or of course something from July 4th, like this cute little puppy that was sent in. All right, when we return, we'll have Joan Milliman, so stick around.
How is life feeling these days? Even if you're active, those little aches and pains can be exhausting. Now there's a new way to experience an ancient healing therapy right in the comfort of your home. Introducing the J&H Lifestyles Infrared Sauna, a beautifully crafted sauna with proven benefits of immune boosting, pain relief, and relaxation. And there are 1- and 2-person models to fit the tightest of spaces, bringing the warmth of infrared sauna therapy to you. Expert installation is available in your area. Just give us a call or visit our website today.
COVID-19 has us all practicing social distancing, but in times like this, it's just as necessary to remember the importance of maintaining good dental health. Good dental health can help improve your body's immune system to fight deadly diseases, from respiratory infections to heart disease and diabetes. Our general dentists and specialists are committed to helping you stay healthy. Located right next to Laguna Woods with a bus stop right in front, we are open to see you for emergency cases. Call today for an appointment, 949-830-0074.
Introducing Raya's Paradise San Clemente. Boasting a total of 50 luxurious apartments, Raya's Paradise is complete with a multitude of amenities, including a rooftop lounge, restaurant, fitness studio, outdoor courtyards, and beauty salon. Embrace the San Clemente lifestyle with stunning ocean views and the look and feel of a high-end resort. Our doors will be opening soon. Visit us online or call for more information. Raya's Paradise, a tradition of quality care.
Beautiful weather is here, and nothing should stop you from getting outside and doing what you love with who you love, especially arthritic pain and fibromyalgia. At OC Vitality Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine, our experienced and compassionate doctors offer innovative and personalized medical solutions to treat your pain and stiffness. We're conveniently located right next to the Laguna Woods Community Center.
I'm Dr. Dimitri Gruwer. Give us a call today to see how we can help you get out of pain and get back to living.
That's fine. Welcome back. Well, as I mentioned, we have Joan Milliman here live. Well, welcome to our studio. It's been forever.
It has.
So happy to have you back.
Over a year.
I know. What has it been? Almost 16 months now.
I know.
It's been a long time. And, you know, we've interviewed you via Zoom, and I'm so excited that we've been able to do that to kind of keep up to date of what's going on. So today you have a Golden Rain Foundation update and regarding candidacies.
Right. I just thought today would be appropriate because everybody's looking to be a board member, I hope.
Yeah.
The nominations are open. The candidates can pick up their their applications downstairs, second
Okay.
floor.
Okay.
But you can't come up, so just ask for it at the desk.
Oh, good. So they have it at the front desk on the first floor of the
No,
community
you have to
services
ask
building.
for it at the
Okay.
front desk in the community service building, and they will get one to you. So.
Okay. How many vacancies are there on GRF?
It's not for GRF. It's
Oh, it's
for Third and United.
Oh, pardon me. Okay, it's for
Third
Third
and
and
United
United.
first, and once
Okay.
those boards are elected, then we also have the GRF, which will be in September.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
but this is right now. We have Third and
For Third and United.
so the,
Okay.
the mutuals are open.
Okay, and what are some things? I mean, there are responsibilities, of course, and you have to be careful. In fact, I think it was last week when I was at the Equestrian Center, there was a woman there who was also a board member, and I had asked her. I said, boy, I'd really like to talk to you about the Equestrian Center, and she said, it's probably not a good idea because they want to be careful about what it is that they say because you just never know what to say, when to say it. So there's obviously some legalities there.
Well, there is. It's because the board itself speaks for the board.
Gotcha.
Individual board members don't usually speak for the board unless they're talking about an established policy, which that's the way the board speaks through their policies and procedures and decisions that we make. So
Okay.
that's
okay.
why she might not have talked
Yeah.
to you.
Well, no, that's good because obviously she was following the rules of what is expected of her, right?
Right, exactly.
So you've got a couple of things that you want to talk to regarding those legal responsibilities. So authority of the board. So what does that entail?
Basically, the board is responsible for oversight of every aspect of the association, everything. I mean, the boards have the ultimate authority, not management, but the boards.
Okay.
And so they ensure that the community abides by the laws and regulations of the state, of the federal government. And why are they doing all this? To make it a comfortable and happy place to live.
Right.
And so they're also responsible for residential conduct and how common spaces are used and so on and so on. So it's a big responsibility, but that's also why they have to speak as a group.
Right.
And
right.
the loyalty from a board member really goes to the corporation first, because if the corporation didn't act, we'd all be, we act on behalf of everybody.
Right. Right.
But it doesn't eliminate the individual, and that's confusing because the boards have set up places where you can go as an individual to get your problems resolved. United, for example, has a whole committee that talks about residents' problems. And in fact, you can go to any committee meeting that is your focus, something like if it's maintenance and construction you're worried about or landscaping you need to have fixed. Those are places you can talk when members speak.
Right.
And so they've set up places where you can go. It's also online.
Well, right. I mean, there's lots of things that are online these days. So in terms of, so obviously you have different boards for different areas. So you've got the Third, which is responsible for the Third Mutual.
Condos, right.
Condos, right. And then you have United, which is
United
responsible
for the co-ops.
Okay, and then you have the GRF,
GRF,
which is the overall.
for the common grounds.
Right,
And the
okay.
clubhouses and swimming pools and all that
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, there's and it's like a city. We've talked about this
Oh, it
before. It's like
certainly
running a
is.
city because there's
Yeah.
so many people here that you have to almost have different. I mean, have they ever had just one board as
Never.
opposed to 3 boards?
No, they've had as many as 30.
Oh my gosh.
Well, when Laguna Woods Leisure World began,
Yeah.
every time they do a new building section, they had a new board.
Got it.
And they finally got it down to 2 housing boards. Well,
Gotcha.
3 with the towers.
You're right.
So we have 3 housing boards.
Yes.
Finally.
That's
But it's
good.
a huge place.
It is a huge place,
Yeah.
but nonetheless, at least they've narrowed it down to have. And I wanted to ask that question because we have so many new people that have moved in here. They don't necessarily know the differences, or they don't. I mean, there's a lot of new folks, and they don't they don't know the history. So that's good. All right. So fiduciary responsibilities, like what does it mean when you say duty of care and the business judgment rule?
Well, the duty of care is to, a board member has to make decisions all the time, and they have to be informed. So it's a good idea to read the agenda before the meeting and digest it. In fact, the boards set the agenda the 2 weeks before, and so you know what's going to be on it.
Okay.
But when it comes to you, you have a lot of information to go through, which some has been generated by management and some by consultants, some by legal, and you need to know that stuff.
Okay.
Before you go to the meeting.
Right.
At least be familiar with it. You may not know it. So that's part of the duty of care. And the business judgment rules basically means that you have done what any good person would do in good faith and in the best interest of the association, as long as you've taken those reasonable steps that a person in a similar circumstance would. You know, if you're buying a refrigerator, you research it,
I gotcha.
for example. And so same with here. That's
Okay. Well,
duty
that's
of
good.
care.
I mean, you obviously have to have some basic knowledge of what is expected of you, right? And then, like you said, do your research. I mean, I don't always know what my subject matter is until I've actually done the research on who the person is. So
That's
you
true.
always have to be prepared. How about duty of loyalty?
Well, board members are loyal, first of all, to the corporation. Now, this sounds funny because they're working for all of us, for all the residents, but what they're doing are setting big things, policies, procedures, rules and regulations, and so on. So their first loyalty needs to be to the corporation. Also, when the board makes a decision, their loyalty must be with the board. Stay with it. Even if you disagree, during the discussion you might disagree, but it's not right afterwards to go around grumping about the decision that was made.
Yeah.
And that's not appropriate, and board members don't do that.
Right, okay. Good to know, because, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of emotion that goes into something, and if they feel very strongly about it, it may cause them some angst.
It can, and later, you know, if you find that there is a problem and you can bring it again to the board, the board just works together and they speak as one voice, and that's pretty important to know.
Yeah.
We have to do that because of what we set up, what we're destined to do.
Right.
You know.
Right,
Yeah.
for the good of the people.
For the good of the people, for the good of everybody. Yes.
Exactly. And duty of obedience and duty to act.
Well, boards are required to perform certain duties by law, and so you have to follow the law. The law prohibits the board from making decisions or acting on matters they do not have authority to do.
Right.
And so the authority of the board comes from its obligations under state laws, as well as those granted in the governing documents, specifically articles of incorporation, the bylaws, the CC&Rs, rules and regulations, and the GRF trust agreement. The trust applies to GRF, but the CC&Rs apply to the other three boards.
Right, so you need to peruse those to make sure you understand what's going on.
You need to look at them regularly. You don't have to memorize them, but you need to know what's in them as a board member.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, there's lots of committees, of course, as you mentioned, underneath boards. So you certainly could participate on a committee as opposed to taking a board position prior to taking a board position, right?
Right, and committees are really valuable because what they do is the deep investigation of all the matters in their respective areas. Well, let's do maintenance and construction, for example. They do a lot of investigation of what the needs are, and then they investigate what possible contractors would come, and there's a lot, usage, everything, but that's what the committee does. We don't have to do it in the board. When it comes to the board, the committee's made some recommendations. You know, here's the way we think would be best, and the reason we think it's best is.
Right.
So they take advice from management and legal as well as their own research, but they do some really interesting research.
Right, I know, and I like the fact that there's all those different committees for each board, because then, like I said, you can kind of get your feet wet and then go on to do more, or you can do both.
Well, you have to do both. When you're
Oh,
a board
you do?
member, you are a member of at least one committee.
Oh, okay.
If not 2 or 3, depending on your
So that,
on your president.
It's a responsibility. So Let me ask you, management's role, what are you referring to there?
Well, you know, VMS is our management company, Village Management, and they are responsible to all the boards. So they've got what, 4 boards?
Right.
Plus their own, the Village Management Board, which is not the same as the others. So they're always working on behalf of the community. And what management does is to carry out the procedures and recommendations and decisions that boards have made. And they also, an interesting thing they do is to give advice, professional advice, because they're all professionals. That's why we hired them. And so they give us advice on best practices and other kinds of business advice. They also work together with the boards to provide training and seminars and mentoring to help familiarize board members, especially the new ones, with the governing documents, financial procedures, big one.
Yep.
Parliamentary procedure.
Oh, yeah. Which
and
we know
more.
how much you love.
Yes, yes. So the VMS staff works for the CEO, Jeff in this case. And the staff answers to Jeff. They don't answer to the board members. The board has no standing, or the members have no standing with the staff, except they, you know, we work together to understand what's going on. So only the CEO answers for how the VMS is doing.
Right, right. And he has been here, excuse me, many times, so we've seen a lot of him, which is great. And he helps fill in everything that's going on.
So the management company carries it out. They're the legs.
That's right. That's right. Now, we have a meeting that's coming up tomorrow. It's a meet and greet for anyone who would like to be a candidate. Tell me about what's going to happen there.
Well, you're going to hear much of what you just heard today. We're going to have a slide presentation of these particular elements, and we're also going to have questions and answers. And we'll have some handouts available, including the schedules for applying for candidacy and the points that are made on the slides.
Oh, okay, good. So now, will there be, I'm assuming there'll be board members there so people can ask lots of questions.
There will be, I believe the presidents will be there.
Okay.
And so there'll be questions that, you know, it's crazy because if you don't know anything when you're going in, you'll have lots of questions and maybe you don't know even what question to ask.
Well, right. And it
So-
can be very overwhelming because there's a lot of information, like you mentioned already. So,
I just don't want people to be afraid. It sounds like it's a lot.
Yeah.
And what you do is you dip your toe in the water, you know, and you begin to find out where things are and what it's about. It's taken me several years to understand more that being on the board is not a game.
right.
And also that I am a volunteer, an elected volunteer, and we're neighbors, you know.
Right.
What we do on the boards is for the neighbors. And so, yes, people can complain to us and we will tell them where they can find the information, how to proceed, but we will not necessarily make a whole policy and procedure based on their request.
Right, right. But nonetheless, you will take their suggestions and you'll bring it back to the,
Oh,
the
absolutely.
board and discuss it. And that's why you're there.
Suggestions and questions, we absolutely research.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, thank you. I'm so glad you were able to make it in today.
Me too. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
Nice
We'll see you
to
again next time.
Thanks, Lisa.
You're welcome. All right. And when we come back, we will have Sunshine Lute. So stick around.
Maxi Comfort from Golden is the most comfortable lift recliner in the world. Its patented technology glides smoothly into a variety of positions not found on most recliners. Everyone loves the programmable auto drive control. You can lift and recline, watch TV or sleep, and enjoy the feeling of weightlessness in zero gravity. Made by American workers and backed by the industry's best warranties. Feel relaxed in a Maxi Comfort lift recliner. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Are your hearing aids not working as well as you'd like? The person who programs your hearing aids is way more important than how much you spent on them. The good news is that we can help. I'm a retired electronics engineer who will precisely reprogram your hearing aids to your unique hearing loss. If that doesn't give you significantly better hearing, I won't charge you a dime. You have nothing to lose and better hearing to gain. So call Hearing Remedy right now and ask for your personal better hearing appointment.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Sunshine Lute, who is here on behalf of the Fit Brain Club. Well, Sunshine, welcome. How are you?
Thank you, and I am good. We're going to be having fun. We're meeting live for the first time.
Oh, isn't that exciting? I know so many people are so excited about this because, you know, we get to see each other face to face, even though this is nice, but it's just so much better. I just had live guests today, and we're going to start having live guests going forward. And it was really nice just to have some folks in here. So I know how you feel. So that's great. Before we get to the meeting, tell me a little bit about the Fit Brain Club.
The Fit Brain Club has the support of Alzheimer's OC, and they plan the speakers for every meeting. And so we are so thankful that they are doing this with us. And what we talk about and focus on is how to keep the brain healthy for as long as possible. In fact, that is the focus of our coming meeting on Monday, July 12th. Right. And so they're going to be doing she goes through and kind of does a lot of explanations with some slides, and then we actually get pencil and paper, and we do some brain exercises, different kinds that exercise different parts of your brain.
Well, nice. Now the guest speaker is going to be Allison. It starts at 10 a.m. And how do they go about participating? I mean, obviously it's live now and you have a particular location, but do they need to register ahead of time?
We are live, and we're going to be in Clubhouse 1, the art room. I think a lot of you know where that's at. However, if you don't, you are approaching Clubhouse 1. Take the left all the way to the last room, very large room, and there'll be some refreshments in the morning, maybe. And the wonderful speaker, Allison, she's been with us before. She talks about how to keep your brain fit and actually gives you some exercises so you can see how it all works. I wanted to share something that our group, our Sunshine Performance Group, is doing for the Fit Brain Club for Alzheimer's OC. Because Alzheimer's OC is open right now with the adult daycare center, but for a very short period of time. I think it's from 9 to 11. Mm-hmm. So we are still doing our Zoom shows during this period of time until they let the entertainers back in, and they're going full time. And what we have done is we've created various Zoom shows for them. And so we created a Zoom show for Father's Day. Now, I know Father's Day is long gone, but we can always honor our fathers. And so every Saturday this month at 11 o'clock, there is a Zoom show. We honor fathers with song.
Oh, that's nice. And that's going to be on Village Television right here at 11 a.m. So everybody can tune in every Saturday. That's awesome. Now, of course, if anybody is interested in more information regarding the Fit Brain Club, where should they go?
Yes, and we have I'll be right with you. Sorry. Well, we have a website at fitbrain.us. Very easy, key in, go there, and there's something that says on the very first page, club information. You click on that, it'll give you the flyers, it'll give you all the information about the club. And if you miss the Village presentations of our Zoom shows, there's a link that has all of them right there.
Okay, perfect. Well, Sunshine, thank you so much for the information. Good luck with your meeting, and we will see you next month.
Hey, you betcha. Okay, thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome. And we'll be right back after this.
in America.
Watch HGTV.
Netflix.
Well, there's some fun activities that are happening this weekend. We have a farmer's market that's going to be on Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon. It's going to be at the Garden Center 1 entrance, and all of the proceeds go to the Orange County Food Bank. So that is awesome. It is free to attend, and all the vendors will accept cash only for their produce. So make sure you bring lots of 1s and 5s. And if you have any questions, you can call 949-268-2387. Also, that evening, July 10th at 5:30, the Rock and Rollers are having an America Rocks with the Nomads. And if you want more information about that, you can contact Marion at 300-6767 or Stan 354-8590. And one last thing for you, on July 12th, there are free movies that are being offered by our resident services, and it's going to be the second and fourth Mondays in July, August, and September. So July 12th, they are going to have Knives Out, and that's at Clubhouse 5 Main Lounge at 4 p.m. Let's take a look at our weather one last time before we head out. Of course, it's going to be lovely. The fog is already burned off for the morning hours, but we are looking at nice temperatures today. Highs in the 80s, 84, 69, 85, 67, 85, 66 for Saturday and Sunday, 83, 67, and Monday, 83.71. Have a great day in the village. We'll be back here again at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, so join us then. Otherwise, you can re-watch our program at 12:30 and 5 each day, Monday through Saturday, or check us out on our YouTube channel, Village Television. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Harvard Eye Associates. We're focused on your eye care at all 3 of our Orange County locations.
Our new location in Laguna Hills, Orange, and San Clemente.
Each facility features the latest in advanced technology and diagnostic equipment.
And a trusted collection of doctors that care about your vision and your quality of life.
We deliver what matters to you and your family.
Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today.